Craven Cottage, the 24th of August, 2025. Fulham against Manchester United. One club built on continuity, the other scrambling to find an identity under a brand new manager. What unfolded was 90 minutes of chaos, missed chances, and a stark reality check for United's new era. Ruben Amorim's Manchester United arrived with heavy expectations. After a summer of massive spending and the marquee signing of Benjamin Sesko, the pressure was on. Marco Silva's Fulham, by contrast, stood firm on familiar ground, steady and disciplined. Expectations and pressure were different, and visible. A new manager, new ideas, but old scrutiny. This was always going to be a test. For Fulham, continuity; for United, questions. Early on, United looked lively. Matheus Cunha rattled the post, sending warning signs to Fulham, and in the 58th minute, their breakthrough came. Leny Yoro rose highest from a corner, his header deflected cruelly off Rodrigo Muniz and into the net. United had the lead, but even then it felt fragile, a goal more by accident than authority. The atmosphere shifted, confidence not yet settled. Earlier, United had the perfect chance to stamp their authority. Bruno Fernandes, their captain, stepped up to the penalty spot. Instead, he blasted the ball high into the stands. Fernandes later complained he'd been bumped by referee Chris Kavanagh. But excuses didn't matter. The miss shifted the atmosphere, draining United's momentum and planting seeds of doubt. United looked for answers on the pitch. Marco Silva turned to his bench. On came Emile Smith Rowe, Fulham's £27 million summer signing. Just 96 seconds later, he made his mark. Meeting Alex Iwobi's driven cross at the near post, Smith Rowe smashed the ball home, 1-1. Fulham roared back to life, and United's defense looked exposed, nervy, and disorganized. Tactically, Fulham pressed the gaps left by United's shape. Rodrigo Muniz worked tirelessly despite his unlucky deflection. Leny Yoro was one of United's few bright sparks, commanding in defense, and unlucky his goal went down as an own goal. But Bruno Fernandes, the captain, endured one of his worst outings. Casemiro, Delite and Diallo struggled to stitch anything together. For Fulham, Iwobi orchestrated from midfield. The game ended level, but the fallout was louder than the scoreline. Bruno Fernandes, visibly rattled, fumed at the referee but left with more questions than answers. Ruben Amorim didn't sugarcoat it. His message was blunt. Manchester United need to grow up. Stop retreating when ahead. Start controlling games. Fulham celebrated a point that felt like a win. Marco Silva praised his squad's resilience, his trust in continuity once again paying off. For Fulham, it was proof they could fight back against the Giants. For United, it was proof that money alone cannot buy maturity. Fulham won, Manchester United won, player ratings, top performers from each side. Yoro was one of United's few bright sparks. Bruno Fernandes endured one of his worst outings. For Fulham, Smith Rowe shone instantly. Iwobi orchestrated from midfield while Rodrigo Muniz worked tirelessly despite his unlucky deflection. Top players summarized, numbers on screen. So what does this all mean? For Fulham, a strong point at home and further proof of Marco Silva's growing influence. For Manchester United, another warning. 2 games without a win, cracks in defense, a misfiring attack and a captain under pressure. Amorim's rebuild has barely begun, but already the questions grow louder. United may have the resources to dream, but here at Craven Cottage, reality bit hard. Fulham won, Manchester United won, and a long road still lies ahead. For Fulham, it was proof they could fight back against the Giants. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, is Amorim the right man to turn United around, or is this season already slipping away? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe.